Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this, and this is the first About Kieran, God, About Me episode. So before we get started, I finally figured out how to do shows on YouTube. So I thought I would create a show called Kieran Rages, in which we will play. I will play games, and I will turn the difficulty on very hard or impossible or whatever the difficulty is, because that'll piss me off so quick it's not funny. So I thought I would do that. So I'll probably do one of them maybe every 2 weeks or once a month or once a week. I don't know. We'll see how we go. I'll probably play older games that I've got, such as, I know if we go back to Call of Duty World at War and play that on veteran difficulty again, I will probably break another controller. So if anyone wants to make a thumbnail or multiple thumbnails, everyone can give it a go if you want. I don't really care. A thumbnail that just says Kieran Rages. Do what you want with it. You can send it to me via email at stillatspawn@gmail.com, or you can send it to me in a message or upload it to like a photo bucket or whatever. Anyway, so if you don't know what this is about, people have been asking me to answer questions about me personally. So I asked you guys to go on my Twitter or my Facebook. So today I'll be answering comments from my Facebook. A lot of these are really stupid, so we'll avoid the stupid ones. We'll start from the bottom. Why not? Because we can only get better. So, first question: have you ever wanted to go to the US? Yes, I do want to go to the US, the United States. I have kind of a list of countries I'd like to. Like, I want to go to every continent eventually, except Antarctica. Because what's there? Nothing. Although a teacher of mine actually went to Antarctica, so it was pretty cool, I suppose, for her. But anyway, so I want to go to America, yes. I really want to go to Los Angeles, California first, and then maybe New York another time. Maybe go to in between somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, I like to go to like a rural place, maybe in like the south part of America, so that'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, I do really want to go to California and New York. That'd be really cool. And then I want to go to like Japan because of their gaming history, and Japan's pretty cool. And then, I don't know where after that. Maybe Germany. I really don't want, like, in Europe, I'd go, like, Germany, France, Italy, and there's really nowhere else. Or the Ukraine. I really want to go to the Ukraine, to go to Chernobyl or Chernobyl, whatever you want to call it. And South Africa and Brazil. And I'll be happy. So, yeah. Or maybe go for, like, a few days to Mexico, because I've heard nothing but good things about Mexico. It's probably cheap there. And yeah, well, at least a tourist place. But then when you go off the tourist places are like squalors and cheap fireworks. All right, second question. Crap. God almighty, you people can ask some stupid questions. Good old Campbell has written, do you fold or scrunch in regards to toilet paper? I am a bit of both. So yeah, it depends. It depends on what mood I am. What was the greatest second of your life? Oh, shit, I don't know. Being born, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, here's a good one. Why don't you switch to PC? It's so much better. Games are cheaper. On Oz Game Shop, new PC games are like $40 to $50. The community is so much better than millions of 10-year-olds and quickscopers. The controls are good. First-person shooters are much better on a PC, and you get mods and free games, etc. Alright, let's try and answer this one. Look, I like PC games. Like, I like simulation games and like turn-based games like Civilization, strategy games. Games where I don't really have to verse anyone and I don't really have to use the keyboard and mouse, because I fucking hate using a keyboard and mouse. Like, go to the keyboard right now and go ASD and W, although some people do use ESDF, I think, but WASD seem to be the thing. Now, look. Unless you're trained to do it, crouch is normally control. Shift is normally... What is shift? Or shift might actually be control. Depends what game you play. And spacebar is jump. And there are other ones in there as well. And I cannot, for the life of me, use my little finger to do all those things, and then my other fingers to come back and push the other buttons. Look, on a controller, it's just... A controller is so much more simple than a keyboard. There's no denying that, although a keyboard and mouse is much more precise. But look, on a controller you have the joysticks, the D-pad, the buttons, and the triggers. Everything works well. You don't have to try and tie your fingers in a knot. And I realize that people who have played on PC for ages don't do that. And then you got to put like $100 into a mouse and a keyboard, both $100 just to get it going. And then you got to put a decent amount of money into a good PC, which you can keep upgrading, and it's definitely worth it in the end. But look, I prefer console. It's easier. Although I do want to kind of And look, that's where all my friends are, and it's a lot easier to get into games and stuff, because with Steam and that, you have to pick a server, and then you have to know the people in the server, and then you got to hold down a button to use voice chat. It's just simple on a console. I do like PC games, but yeah, it would take a lot to actually convert me to PC games. So, another question. Am I religious? No, I'm not. I've never really been religious. In Australia, no one seems to be religious. There's people just brand themselves as X, Y, or Z. So I come from a Protestant family when I don't think anyone in my family has ever gone to church ever. So we're not, they don't practice it. I completely swapped to atheism when I was probably, actually I think I've always been an atheist, as everyone is until they get brainwashed by religious people. Because to me it makes sense. Look, you can test scientific theories, you can't test religion, and that's all it comes down to. It's such a leap of faith to believe in that. And then the problem I have with religious people is that they pick and choose. If you're religious, you can't pick and choose. You have to, if you follow Christianity, you have to live pretty much the Bible, which wasn't even written. It was created. Well, it wasn't created. It was created in like the first century, by Romans at the Council of Nicaea. So it's not even, it's just picked and choosed. It's just all over the place. I'm not a religious people. I have no time for religious people because they annoy me. So I'm normally quiet about it because I don't really care. But when you come and knock on the door, or you come into my school and you try and convert everyone to your religion, then I get really pissed off and I'll bite back. Because I don't think it's fair. Because if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna come to a public fucking school and waste the first period of the day on Fridays, then why is the second period not full of Muslims and then Buddhists and Hindus? Because you got to be fair in this situation. So yeah, that's the first Ask Kieran. So leave your questions on my Facebook or my Twitter or comments, and I'll try and get around to as many as I can. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, rate, comment, and subscribe. Au revoir.